Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. 2020 was a very long and tough year for all of us and has finally come to an end. Thank goodness. I hope 2021 is nothing like it and it only brings health and happiness to all of us. On that note, I would like to wish all of you a very happy new year. Alright, coming to the video. Now, I have promised to give you tips that nobody else will give you, and to an extent it is true, because whatever I'm going to tell you in the video will actually save you time, money and energy. To cut the chase, I'm going to talk about makeup shopping, not application but makeup shopping, because it is also very important that you go for the right amount and the right kind of makeup. Why? I will tell you that during the video. So let's start. The first advice or tip I have for you guys is to shop for universal shades. This is especially important if you are someone who is just beginning to wear makeup. If you're a beginner, you're actually trying to build up your stash or your beginner's makeup kit, I would highly advise that you go for universal shades. Those are the shades that actually go with every skin tone. So it doesn't have to be specific to either fair or medium or deep skin tones, right? So I have some few shade suggestions. Here is, you can go for any brand that you like, but I'm actually only talking about the shade. You can go for this one. As you can see, this is a neutral mauvey pink shade. It looks beautiful in every skin. And the one I have in hand is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Kate Moss lipstick in number 8. I will swatch this for you if you like. You see? Now this shade looks absolutely gorgeous on every skin tone. The next suggestion I have for lipstick colors is a red. Now you can go for a deep red, an orange red, any kind of red, but it has to be a red because red also goes with every skin tone out there. And the two, I have a few suggestions, not two, but a few. My most favorite is the Joie Frais Bonbon liquid lipstick. It is a gorgeous red. I'm almost out of it, but I'll still swatch it for you and show you how beautiful this looks on the skin. It is a blue-based red, and it goes with every skin tone and any occasion. You can wear it during the day, you can wear it at night, but this is an absolutely must-have. Absolute must-have for me. Okay, so now I do have a few more reds here. Okay, for some reason I cannot find them. That's just weird. Basically, I decluttered my makeup a few weeks back and now I'm left with very little makeup, so I have to update my collection. And that was actually one of the main purposes I'm doing this video right now. Okay, I do have one more red with me right here. I'll show you that. This is from Laura Mercier. The color is Rouge All Time, and this is a very tiny little red lipstick. This is moisturizing, very beautiful. You see? It's this one right here. Okay, so my point is to add a red lipstick into your collection, of course, if you would like. All right, and for blushes, I would like to suggest neutral pinks, just like this one. I have one here. This is a Rosewood by Clara, and this is the illuminating blush. The shade is Rosewood, and this kind of rosy tone also looks absolutely gorgeous on every skin color. You can either go with this neutral pink, or you can go with a coral shade. Coral shades also look good on every skin, like this one. This one is from Rimmel. I will swatch it for you. See? I mean, I don't know how visible it is on camera, but the color is actually pretty nice. You can see this? Yeah. So the main point here is to go for universal shades. I mean, especially if you are a beginner to makeup. All right, the second tip I want to give you is that now when you're shopping for makeup, and there are mostly, I mean, there are offers where you're given product samples. Where you're given the choice to select product samples on checkout. Sephora does it, MAC does it. I mean, there are also a few more that does it. When you're checking out, opt in for samples of products that you don't have or that you want to update or are confused about. For example, let's just say you have not been able to find your perfect foundation shade, or you're still looking for a formulation that works better for you. So when you're checking out on any websites that offer samples and they do have foundation, go for foundation or powder or something like that, so that when you have a range of shades to choose from, it'll actually help you pick out that perfect shade and formulation instead of having to go and try things on the counter and then eventually getting a full-sized bottle that might turn out wrong. So it's better to use these opportunities where you get samples to choose the perfect shade and formulation for you. Okay, so powders and foundations. All right, the next tip, I've actually written these down on paper, I have for you guys is to shop minis. Now, why to shop minis is because, just tell me something. Now I have this palette here. I have this makeup palette here, eye makeup palette. This is a Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar. And I don't know how much of this I am going to use completely. I mean, when you get these full-size eyeshadow palettes, although I did not get this one was a gift. But when you get full-sized palettes, I did have quite a few and I gave them all away. Trust me, this is the only eyeshadow palette I have left with me because all the others that I had were actually were expired, or they were just too old, or I don't know, like the shades. I gave a lot of them away, trust me. So my only point here is that why would you want to spend in a full-sized eyeshadow palette that you're only going to use for some time, and then eventually something else is going to come up, something new, something better, and then you'd want that. So all this money that went into this palette is eventually going to waste, is eventually going to go down the drain. So there's no point of spending $60, $70 to $80 on an eyeshadow palette until and unless you're a professional, you're a makeup artist, you use makeup every day on clients, you run out of pans, you run out of palettes. I mean, that's okay. These are the people who should get full-sized products. But for a regular person, for someone like me, I basically think it's a very big mistake to spend hundreds of dollars on such palettes that you won't be using fully anyway. So what I suggest here is to get minis, because there are mini versions of palettes where you get duos or trios, 2 to 3 eyeshadows in a palette. They cost much less, and you don't even have to compromise on quality. You can go for better brands, bigger brands, and then, you know, spend less but get the quality. That's what I'm trying to say. I will show you. I have one over here. This is the Tarte Chrome Paint in the shade Frosé. And this, as you can see, this is a tiny little shadow pot. And I don't even know how much of this I'm going to use it, but this is my point. See, this is not going to finish. I know I'm not going to reach the bottom because I don't reach that much for eyeshadow on a daily basis. But I mean, when we end up buying all this stuff, it eventually expires. I will swatch this for you. This is a beautiful eyeshadow. It works like an eyeshadow and like a highlighter. So that's double the benefit. So why I suggest getting minis is because you save time, and you also get shades that are good for you. I mean, because you're not using every shade out there. You're not going to use neon pinks or neon greens. I mean, I'm the kind of person that does not wear such shadows. So what I have decided for myself from now on is that I'm going to either go for singles or duos or trios, and that's it. Because obviously that way I know that I will have the colors that I can use. But if you do want palettes, if you do want a bigger palette that has around 8 to 9 shades, you can go for the Huda Beauty ones. Their Obsession palettes are really good. Or if you want something in a budget, you can go for a Morphe palettes. They're $16 each, and I think they have 9 eyeshadows in a palette. That's a very good bargain. Or you can also go for MAC. eyeshadow palettes. They're also, I mean, they're a little bit obviously on the higher end, but then still MAC quality is well known to everybody. So this is my suggestion. Number 3, of course, now you cannot go for minis when it comes to every kind of product. You can go for full-size products when it comes to foundation and powder, because whenever you wear makeup, you're not going to leave the foundation and the foundation and powder out, right? You're going to wear them one way or the other. So get full-size bottles, of course, but after you know that you have the perfect shade for you and the perfect formulation for you. Now, coming back to minis, I'm sorry I missed this part. You can actually find mini blushes and highlighters as well. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and this is in the shade Opal, and I got this with the liquid version, and you can see that how small it is, and I have used it a lot and still I have not touched pan. Okay, and this is a Tarte blush that I have. This is the Amazonian Clay blush. This is in the shade Rosé again, and this is how it looks. It is a mini version of the bigger counterpart, but still a lot of product for me. I mean, I don't think so that I will finish this up anyway, but still, I mean, because it is new, I have it. I'll try to use it up as much as I can. And you also get these mini lip gloss and lipstick versions. This is the Tarte one. I got this in a palette. And some others I have are these from Profusion Cosmetics. I got this kit from Winners, and it was, I think, hardly around $13 to $14, and it has 6 shades. I'll show you all of them. 4 liquid lipsticks in neutral nudes, and all of these look amazing on brown skin. I mean, I wear all of these, otherwise I'm very skeptical when it comes to nudes, because not every nude color looks good on my skin, or brown skin in general. So all of these surprisingly look very, very beautiful on brown skin. The pack comes with 4 matte shades and then 2 lip toppers, and they're also pretty good. You can get this on Winners. I got it for around $14, which is a bargain. And the best thing is that they are very small in size. You can carry them anywhere, you can wear them every day, and they will run out pretty quickly, so you can go and shop for new ones. So that's the one thing that I actually love about minis. I also have a few more mini lipsticks that I can show you. Just a second. The Laura Mercier was a mini one. I have this one from Bite Beauty. You can see how small this is. And this is in the shade Chai or Shy. I don't know. You can see how. And there is still a lot of product left. I have not used this fully as well. See? Now, if I had this lipstick in a full size, I know that I would eventually have to throw it out. I'm sorry, my camera's out of focus again. I would eventually throw it out. It would expire. I know that because that's me. I also have this MAC lipstick in Ruby Woo, and you can see how much I have used it as of yet, because obviously you're not going to wear the same shade every day. And yes, this is the red that I missed. Okay. Okay, now coming back to full-size products. Full-size products, you can go foundation and powder. And I think that's about it. Otherwise, everything else is available in a mini version. So I think these are the only makeup products that you can go for full size. Of course, if you want makeup setting spray, you can also get that full size, because it does run out fairly quickly. And apart from that, the other tip I have for you guys is to, always test your samples or shades on the counter. I mean, when you're out there, a lot of brands out there in shopping malls, they have samples available for you to test. So please take advantage of this little offer that you get Test those samples on your skin. Of course, they should be clean. Just make sure that they have been cleaned out. Test them on your skin. Find the perfect shade for you, whether it's lipstick, whether it's glosses, whether it's powders or blush or whatnot. I mean, this is the best way to, pick the correct product. This is one of the best ways to pick the correct product. So I always highly recommend to test the shade on the counter before you make a purchase. Because a lot of us just ignore that and then end up buying something that we regret later. So just to save yourself from all that hassle, test the shades on the counter. Okay, one more. Okay, this is that was it. Okay, these are all the tips that I had for you. I'm sorry, because I've written everything down, I have to look at the paper again and again. And to remind myself, okay, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? All right, so these are all the tips I have for you. One last tip, the bonus tip that I have for you is, because now eventually you are going to save money because you're not shopping full-size products, you're going for minis, and you're testing on the counters for the correct shade. You're getting the correct products, right? The money that you're going to save, I want you to spend, or I would rather advise you to spend that on skincare. Why? Because makeup is going to look better when you have good, beautiful skin, when you have good skin, when you have a clear, good canvas to work on. So makeup is going to look better. Now, all that money will be well spent if you take care of your skin and if you have the correct products for skin. And that's why I suggest when you save all that money for makeup, spend it on skincare, right? With skincare, of course, there are different lines. There are the more expensive ones, and there are drugstore ones, and then there are some that fall in the middle. I am working on my skincare routine. I did a video back, around a week back, about my current routine, but I'm going to change that because my products are on the way. I've ordered a few products, and when they're all here, I will tell you what I'm going to do next and how I changed my skincare routine from what it used to be and why did I do it. Of course, I'll make a separate video on that, but what I want to advise you is to spend money on skincare and then get your makeup. All right, so that's that, guys. I hope you learned something from the video. I hope you liked the advices that I gave you. And well, that's that. Please do like the video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for more content ahead. Do mention in the comments below if you want to know anything else, or if you want to share something that I don't know. You have some of your own tips that you would like to give out. We're welcome to do so. And thank you. Have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Happy New Year. Take care. Bye-bye.